How's going guys, welcome to the channel. In this video we are gonna see, what if Naruto got harem with Tsunade, Anko and Naruko. Part 1. Huge shout out to Animeharem for this story. If you wants to see awesome fanfiction like this, don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get into the video. Where am I? Why is my chest heavy? Naruto reached up and grabbed his chest. What? Why is Naruto let out a scream. I have boobs. Why do I? What happened to my voice? Naruto stood up and started to feel his body. He had a female body. He looked like Naruko. Naruto-sama, what's the Haku paused when she saw Naruto's female form. I see you found out about this. Naruto turned to Haku. What happened? Haku looked down in guilt. It's my fault. You see, after we fought, I was going to protect Zabuza-sama from an attack by your sensei, but you shielded me. That red chakra you used started to heal you. Last night I came to check on you and in a bright yellow glow, you became a girl. Haku said, pulling out a mirror. This looks like my anti-pervert jutsu. Naruto said, rubbing his hair face. No, this can't be happening. Why the hell is my chest so heavy? Naruto asked. I'm impressed, it's as big as mine. I'm a cup. Haku said. Naruto didn't even laugh. It's okay Naruto-sama, we'll figure this out. Why do you keep calling me that? Naruto asked. Well, after you saved my life, Zabuza told me to serve you after he passed. I was hurt that he died but at the same time delighted to stay by my first friend's side. Haku said. Naruto nodded. What's the matter? We heard screaming. Sakura said, walking in alongside Kakashi and Sasuke. When she saw the two naked women. She glared at Naruto and walked up to him and glomped her on the head. Naruto baka, you pervert. How can you transform into a naked girl? Haku was about to get up and defend her new master when she felt killer intent from Naruto. Naruto got up and glared at the pinket, startling her a bit. Listen here you bitch. This is not a henge. I woke up like this. So if you hit me for something petty again, I'll break you, got it Databane. Sakura was speechless and slowly nodded. Yeah, sorry. Sakura turned to Kakashi and Sasuke. And you perverts better turn around and walk out the door. Kakashi and Sasuke disappeared in an instant. After that, Sakura turned to Naruto. What happened? I'm not sure, Haku-chan said. I woke up like this, Kami, why is my chest so heavy? Naruto said, holding up her boobs. Sakura's eyes widened and looked down at her chest in despair. Why is your chest bigger than mine? You were a boy. Naruto looked at his crush and contemplated this. In actuality, Naruto was smarter than what he showed and he wore his dummy mask because of the civilians. Now that he is a girl, should he act his true self? Well, there's no point in hiding it. Well, Sakura-chan. If you really want to know, it's because you don't eat regularly. You are dieting and your body doesn't absorb the right amount of nutrients and it's affecting you. But I don't want to get fat. Then train, look at me, and Naruto turned to Haku, who nodded in disrub. Sakura eyes widened. Both of them had cup and they were 14. Haku blushed a bit because Naruto used to be a boy and she was a little shy. Haku, have you ever dieted? No, Naruto-sama. I train on a regular basis. Haku said. Sakura was quiet and thought about what she heard. She saw how fast Haku was and how strong she was as well. Plus, Haku had the type of body she wanted. Well, can you and Haku help me train better? Sakura asked nervously. I think it's a good idea. Haku said, cutting Naruto off. Naruto turned her attention to her with a confused look. Naruto-sama, now that you are a girl, you need to get used to the body. That's not the issue. Naruto said before turning to Sakura. The issue is when I was a boy, you always refused to train with me, so why now? If it's out of pity, because if it is, I don't want it. Naruto said in pure agitation. Haku grabbed her shoulders in comfort and a worried expression on her face. Naruto looked at her and calmed down and turned to the pinket, who had a hurt look on her face. Sakura, I'm sorry for snapping. No Naruto, you are right. Ever since we became a team, I ignored you and treated you like a nuisance. I understand why you said what you did and I'm sorry for everything. Can we start over, as friends? Naruto was shocked to say the least, but he was touched. Okay, friends it is, and as a friend, I need you two to do me a favor. Naruto said, earning a confused look from both females. Can you get me some clothes? Naruto came down the stairs wearing some knee-length shorts and a white t-shirt, with a painful expression on her face. Damn, this shirt is so tight, damn it all. It feels like my shirt shrunk. Sakura was just staring at Naruto's chest with jealousy. It's not fair, wait until Ino hear this, why does Naruto get to have such a big chest? Sakura thought of something. Naruto, can I make a suggestion? What is it? Why don't you change your name? Naruto is a boy's name and you should use something a little more girly. Sakura suggested. But it's my name. Naruto said. What she means is just for this form. When you turn back to a boy, you can switch your name. Haku added in. And plus, the name doesn't make you, you. Your heart does, as long as you're the same on the inside, it doesn't matter. Naruto thought about it and sighed in resignation. Fine, how about Naruko? It's similar to my old name and a little girly. Sounds cute, I like it. Sakura said. Haku nodded in agreement. Good, but if any of you add Chan at the end, I'm killing you nice and slowly. Naruko said threateningly, raising his kai. Sakura and Haku nodded their heads quickly. Once they made it to the living room, Kakashi looked at Naruto and smiled. Hey, how are you feeling, Naruto? How do you think I feel? My beat disappeared and I have theses. Naruko said, lifting up her cups. I'm not exactly happy. And I have to train myself to fight like this. Kakashi giggled pervertedly as blood ran down his nose. And for now, my name is Naruko. Well then, it's about time we head out, Naruko-chan. Kakashi teased until he felt a rise in pressure coming from his new female student. Sakura and Haku slowly backed away as Naruko giggled evilly as purple aura surrounded her. The next thing everyone heard was a manly scream of pain. This would only happen to you, Naruto-kun. The Hokage said. After hearing the situation, the fact that his surrogate grandson daughter was now a girl. Ed. It's Naruko, Jiji. Naruto responded. Hiruzen blushed when he heard the female call him Jiji, it was so adorable. Must protect. He thought weirdly. I'll have my doctors look at Naruko-kun, but tell me what happened the night before you woke up like this. Well, I thought the team die and use it. Hiruzen's eyes narrowed. Kakashi, take everyone out of here. Anbu, leave us as well. Kakashi nodded and dragged Sasuke and Sakura out, with Sakura looking back at the blonde. Naruko gave her a small smile before the door closed. Naruto, do you think the QB transformed you? I think it was unintentional. My theory is the sudden use of her chakra transformed me, because the QB is a she and her female hormones overpowered mines. Plus you told me that the seal filters out hers, but I guess I use more than I am supposed to at a time. Naruko answered. Hiruzen just stared at Naruto, jaw dropped to his desk. Naruko, I'm surprised you came up with that theory. I was always smart. But if I showed any type of intelligence or strength, the civilians would shit their pants. Now that I have a new look, there's no point in wearing an idiot mask. Naruko said. How smart are you? Hiruzen asked. As smart as Harem. She's been tutoring me. Every time I did something stupid, she'll send snakes after me. Naruto said. I didn't know you two knew each other. Hiruzen said. Now, I'll escort you to the doctor so she can examine you. Don't bother, I say we'll wait it out. I'm pretty sure this is not permanent. Naruko said. Why do you say that? Because the fox chakra is her own, I'm pretty sure this is just the after effect. The seal was designed to give me the fox's chakra and I overcharged myself with her chakra. So my guess is, my system still has too much of the QB chakra in me and I just have to dispose of it somehow. Plus, not many doctors like me. I think I'll be fine. If that's what you want, be careful. I think you should train and learn everything about your new form. I'm surprised you're taking this so well. Crying won't do anything, but I got Sakura-chan and Haku-chan. I'll be fine, Jiji. Naruko said with a foxy smile. I must protect her, Hiruzen thought. Naruko was innocent as she was devious. But she was so damn cute. No males will touch her as long as I'm here. Naruko left the tower and saw Haku and Sakura waiting for her. Why are you guys still here? Naruko asked. We thought we could help you out. You need to buy some new clothes and other things you need. Sakura said, but secretly Sakura wanted to go shopping with Naruko and see what she looked good in. Thanks, but I was going to ask one of my friends to help me with the clothes department. Naruto said. And why can't I help you? Sakura asked offendedly. No offense, Sakura-chan, but you dress like a girl trying to look cute for a guy. I'm not looking for that. Naruko said, putting her hands on her hips. Sakura blinked a couple times, still not used to Naruko talking back to her and looked down at her clothes. I mean, I bought this to look good for Sasuke-kun. And you look cute, but I'm a guy in a girl's body. I'm not trying to look cute. Come follow me and I'll introduce you to my friend. Naruko said. To be quite frank, I could use a change of clothes since I have a new life. Haku added. Fine. Sakura huffed and folded her arms. Naruko saw she was upset and put a hand on her shoulder, gaining her attention. Even with everything I said, you still look pretty cute, Sakura-chan. Sakura blushed and gave a small smile. Thank you. Naruko nodded and led the group to where he knew his Harem would be. While they were walking, everyone was eyeing Naruko like a piece of meat, but she was ignoring them. Wow, Naruko, you sure are drawing a lot of attention. Naruko just shrugs her shoulders. I don't really care, I just want to go find Harem. Soon the group arrived at the dango shop and Naruko looked around until she found purple hair shaped like a fan. Releasing a huge smile, Naruko ran towards his friend. Harem. Anko turned to see the blonde twin-tail girl running towards her. Foxy-kun. Why are you in that transformation? Are you tricking another pervert again? Anko asked with a smirk. Naruto-kun, you shouldn't use that jutsu, it's demeaning to women. Kurenai scolded but shivered when Naruko glared at her. For one Kurenai-san, the jutsu is meant to be used against perverts. Me and Harem used it before to get free food. 2. This is not a transformation. I'm an actual girl. And 3. It's Naruko while I'm a girl, you got that. Everyone looked at Naruko in shock, the fact that someone just sassed Kurenai was mind-blowing. I'm sorry Naruko. Kurenai said. Naruko realized what she just did, blushing in embarrassment. No I'm sorry, I'm not usually that defensive. It might be because of transformation. Sakura said. You did it to me as well on our mission. Maybe it's not just the transformation but also your emotions and mind. Your heart is a boy, but everything else is a girl. How did this happen? Yugao asked. Naruko turns to her, giving her a confusing gaze. Who are you? You seem familiar. Naruko asked. Yugao chuckled a bit. You don't recognize me without my mask, but I'm Nico or what you used to call me, Kitty-chan. Naruko's eyes widened before she ran to the girl and gave her a hug. It's nice to finally meet you and thank you for always saving me. No problem. Yugao responded, returning the hug. Naruko let go and turned to Hana. Hana, seeing where this was going, extended her hand. Nice to meet you, I'm Hana. Naruko shook her hand in return. Now that greetings are over, Foxy-kun. How did this happen? It's a girl. Naruko said, confusing everyone until he pointed to his stomach. The Jonin nodded in understanding. When I used the power, she did this. I see, so why did you come to me? Anko asked. Because I'm about to trust you with the one thing I can't trust no other female I know. Naruko said. I need you to take me shopping. Anko's eyes widened and smiled with glee. Of course. I'm happy to help my favorite blonde. I don't mind helping. Kurenai said. She loved shopping and this was a huge opportunity. To get an opinion from a girl with the mind of a boy, well sort of. Naruko turned to Kurenai, looking her up and down. No thank you, your style is not for me. Kurenai stood up and glared at the blonde. What do you mean my style is not for you? Well, you have the beautiful mysterious look, plus you want guys to make the first move on you, and I'm not attracted to guys. You are very beautiful and I can tell you're very intimidating when you want to be. But the thing is, you use makeup and I'm not putting that shit on. Naruko answered, causing Kurenai's blushed at the compliment and how accurate she was. He got it right. Then why Anko-chan? Kurenai asked. Harem has the sexy, badass and rebellious look. She dress great with very little makeup, she don't give a fuck about anyone opinion, and plus I love how sexy she looks when she is kicking ass. Naruko said. Anko blushed and gave him a sexy grin. Foxy-kun, if you ever become a boy again. I'm all yours for the compliment. Anko said before kissing her on the cheek. Alright, let's go shopping. Naruko nodded and turned to the rest of the girls. Y'all can come along. While Anko handles my kunoichi outfit. If you don't mind, you can help me with daily wear and other things. The rest of the girls nodded and proceeded to the Konoha shopping district. As the girls were walking, a lot of guys were eyeing them like candy. Naruko was getting aggravated and the cat called some of the guys. Damn, stupid perverts. I am starting to see why you look down on most guys. Dealing with this is so annoying. Welcome to our world. Hana said. As they walked, the men kept making comments on the girl's body, causing Naruko to snap. Hey, can you stop it? Damn, fuck off already. Naruko yelled, causing the men to run when they felt her killer intent. Disgusting perverts. Anko chuckled and put her arms around Naruko's neck. That's the life of a woman, you get more attention the sexier you, Anko said before grabbing Naruko's boobs. And with these girls, you will be getting a lot of it. Hooray. Ah Naruko said sarcastically before moaning. Naruko took Anko's hands off her chest and glared at the snake empress. Stop molesting me, please. I'm sorry, you're just so hot. Anko said. I'm not sure if I should take that as a compliment. Naruko said. Well you should, regardless if you're a boy or girl, you always want to look good. Yugao commented. I guess that's true. Soon the group arrived at the clothing store and Anko led them to the back. Now time for project. Sexy, baddest Naruko. Anko said as she pulled Naruko to the dressing room. Now Naruko, you wait here and we're going to pick out some clothes for you to try on. By the way, what kind of bra do you want? You don't wear one so why should I? Naruko asked, blushing. Point taken. Anko responded with a smile. No, Naruko it's inappropriate to not wear a bra. You too, Anko, don't you care what people think of you? Kurenai said, with hands on her hips. No. Both outcasts answered. Kurenai sighed. But don't you want a guy to like you? Gross. Naruko answered. Nah, all I need is Foxy-kun. Anko said, hugging the blonde. A match made in heaven. Yugao said, shaking her head in amusement. I'll say, but enough of this. Time for some shopping. Hana cheered as the girls left Naruko by herself. It never ceases to amaze me how excited girls get over shopping, but it's weird because I'm excited myself. I'm not going to lie, I do look good as Naruko. The blonde girl thought while waiting for her companions to return. Soon the girls returned with piles of clothes with different colors and styles. Naruko beeped shook her head disapprovingly. Before I look, take out any dresses, kimonos and blouses. I'm not trying them on. Sakura, Hana and Kurenai pouted seeing they wanted to play doll with Naruko. Come on, Naruko. It won't be that bad. Sakura insisted. No, and that's final. Naruko responded. Naruko looked softened when she saw Kurenai and Sakura bottom lip shake like they were about to cry. She sighed and rubbed her temples. Fine, I'll try it on, but I'm not buying any of them. Naruko said taking some clothes and walking inside. They spent about 45 minutes trying on clothes. Some of them Naruko was okay with, but the one Sakura and Kurenai picked out was a no since they kept trying to make her look more on the female side. The final outfit he decided on was a black short-sleeved tight shirt with a Uzumaki symbol on the back, an orange skirt with one black strip going down. On one leg she had fishnet stockings, but the other was a full-color black stocking. She had fingerless gloves with a black arm sleeve with an orange stripe going down on her left arm. And to finish the outfit, she had an orange jacket around her waist and wore her headband around her neck. Well, what do you think? I like it. When you become a boy again, we should go shopping for your male clothes. Anko said. Everyone else agreed. Yugao stepped forward and handed Naruko 2 swords. I brought this twin ninjados, when I see you, you strike me as a dual wielder. Since you are a girl, I assume you will need training to get used to your body. So I thought why not add this to your training, I can help you with it. Naruko looked at her swords and back at Yugao before bowing. I appreciate it, thank you, Yugao-sensei. And I'll help you as well, Naru-chan. We need to test all your skills. Anko said. Naruko returned the hug in appreciation. Now we got your clothes, we have to address something else. Yugao said. You need to live with one of the girls here. Since you're not used to taking care of yourself, it would be helpful if you stayed with one of us. Well, I have Haku-chan. Naruko said. Haku nodded. You shouldn't live in a dirty apartment of yours either. I have an extra room. Anko added. I have an extra bedroom too. Yugao said. I'll room with Anko-chan. Naruko said. Anko pumps her fist in victory. I'll also need to talk to Jiji about my mother. I might be able to learn her taijutsu style. You know who she is? Yugao asked. No, but Jiji said he'll tell me when I'm strong enough. But with this situation, I was hoping he would let me have it. Naruko said. The woman nodded in understanding. Now that's settled, how about we go to the local spring? I'm pretty sure we all could use our Kurenai. I'm in, being around my brother all day drives you crazy, Hana answered. Girls. Would it be alright if I invite Ino? Sakura asked. Girls. Sure, I was thinking about bringing Hinata. Kurenai said. Girls. Naruko yelled, gaining their attention. I can't go with you. Why not? Anko asked, hugging the blonde. I still have a male's mind. I don't want to make you comfortable and I can't exactly go on the male's side, looking like this. Naruko said, looking sad. I don't mind you looking. Anko said, shrugging her shoulders. You're my master. So I don't mind. Haku added. You're not like my brother so I'm okay with it. Hana said. I'm okay as well, as long as you don't stare. Kurenai said. I trust you. Yugao said. Sakura was the only one who didn't say anything. Everyone agreed but she was still a little shy. Fine, I guess I'm okay. Sakura said. Naruko looked at the ladies before bowing to them. Thank you and I appreciate you being there for me. No problem, how about we go on a date when you're a boy again? Then we'll call it even. Anko said, making everyone else's mouths gape open and they just giggled. It was nice of you to invite me here, but why are you so giggly, forehead? Ino asked, while taking off her shirt. You're acting kind of strange too, Kurenai-sensei. Hinata said, unzipping her jacket. Sakura and Kurenai looked at each other and smiled. We have an extra friend. Sakura answered, wrapping the towel around her body. Who? Ino asked, tilting her head. Kurenai grabbed Ino's and Hinata's hand, dragging them to the hot spring with Sakura following behind. When Ino and Hinata walked in, they noticed one familiar face, Anko. Ino knew of her because of her father and Hinata because of Kurenai, but they didn't recognize the others. Hi. Hey, you must be Ino. Don't be shy. Join us. Yuga said. Ino nodded and walked and sat next to the Anbu. She looked at the other guest, trying to figure out who they were. One looked a little like Kiba and the other she recognized. Naruto, what are you doing here? Trying to peek on us, using that henge. Ino accused. When Hinata heard, she covered herself and blushed up a storm. Naruko grew a tick mark in annoyance. Can you stop yelling? I'm not trying to peek. If I was, do you think that 4 strong Jonin level women would let me be here? Use your head baka. Naruko said, making the Ice Queen blush. And is Naruko while I'm like this? Ino was shocked that Naruto out of all people insulted her and she had to admit she was right. Okay, then why are you here? Long story short, something happened to me on our last mission and I ended up like this. I don't trust you to go into details. Naruko said, relaxing in the spring. Oh, and why don't you trust me? Ino asked, glaring at her fellow blonde. Because I don't like you. Naruko said bluntly. Ino flinched at that, she was the most popular girl in her class and she prided herself on her looks, but to hear someone who used to be a boy say they don't like her made her feel disappointed. Naruko looked at her with a confused look. Why do you look surprised? You made my life in the academy a living hell like Sakura-chan, sure you didn't hit me like a brute. Sakura felt weight slam on her head at the comment. But you did insult me and put me down, I have no reason to like you. You might think a pretty face gets you so far, but your looks only work on guys who think with their balls. Everyone was quiet when they heard Naruko say that, as a boy, he had never been so harsh. Wow Naru-chan, I never heard you speak like that. And you. Anko said, turning to Ino. If you feel that bad about it, shape up and apologize. You fangirls give Kunoichi a bad name. Just worrying about looks and dieting. Hey, we don't want to become fat. Ino retorted. Then train. Naruko said. And look bulky? No thank you Ino said, relaxing in the water. Do we look bulky to you? Anko asked. Sakura and Ino shook their heads. And I'll let you know something else. Naruko-chan, Hinata and I eat more junk than anything. What does that have to do with anything? Sakura asked. Anko smirked and held up her chest. Well, I got double D's, Naruko and Hinata have C's. What does that tell you? Anko asked. Sakura and Ino's eyes widened. But Naruko is a transformation gone wrong. It's fake. Kurenai interjected. Kurenai-san, this my natural state if I was a girl my current age. It's very real. It didn't add anything. Naruko said. I eat ramen, Hibi-chan eats dango and Hinata. Hinata couldn't answer. Regardless if her crush was a guy or girl, being here naked with her was an embarrassment. Hinata loves to eat her cinnamon rolls. Kurenai said. She can't go a day without them. I love to eat a lot of Hawaiian pork. Hana said, holding up her chest. I'm not as big as Anko, but I'm proud of these girls. Hana said, holding up her double C's. Same, I love crepes here and there. That could explain why I'm so developed. Yuga said. Sakura and Ino were stumped. They had no idea they were hindering themselves and now they felt so small compared to the others, even Naruko and Hinata. Looks like we were wrong. Sakura said. Yeah, on more than one occasion. Ino said, turning to Naruko. I'm sorry for being a bitch to you when we were in the academy. I'll try to become better. Naruko shrugged her shoulders. I forgive you. You acknowledge it and that's good enough for me. Great, now on another note. Ino moves close to her fellow blonde and strokes her hair. You are so beautiful, we should totally go shopping. Nope, already did Naruko answered. Ino blinked before turning to everyone else, seeing them nod. Without me. Close your eyes and come here, it's time we meet. Naruko heard a female voice in her mind. Naruko turned to Anko and pointed at her stomach, mouthing something. So you come to me at last. Naruto was in his male form, walking towards a huge cage. I'm surprised you were able to figure out the truth about me. The QB said, walking forward. She was in the form of a red-eyed woman with long hair and was wearing nothing but a sleeveless kimono. It was weird, after I transformed into Naruko. I felt smarter. Hold on Naruto said. He looked around his minset and transformed it to a meadow hill with a full moon. There, the sower is no place a lady. I appreciate that and you are smarter because your mind sort of expanded. You see now that you are a male and a female, you think as you are both of them and understand each side better than the other. Everyone is born with male and female hormones, but when you create that solid hang of Naruko, you combine some of your chakra and mix it with mine, creating that form with my chakra being slightly more dominant. We accidentally created a new bloodline that let you shift between two genders. Okay, so what's the benefit? Naruto asked. Well, Naruko can utilize your main element and mine. You don't know this, but your affinity is wind. Both of your gender forms can use it, but Naruko has my fire and lightning. Your male form has water and earth. But here's the best part. By combining our chakra, you combine your affinity, which means Naruko has scorch release and hurricane release, while Naruto has wood and ice. There's something else. Since your chakra split, you have better chakra control, and Naruko can't perform jutsu with hand signs. She has to fight like a tailed beast and manipulate the elements at will. You also can't get pregnant since you're a natural boy. When do I transform back to Naruto? Even I don't know, it could be random or when one form runs out of chakra. But I'm pretty sure you can learn to control it. Last question, what is your name? The cute bee smiled and made a cute bow. Kurumi, nice to meet you. Well, I'm not sure how to feel about this, but I need to get back to the others. I see, get back to your mates. Naruto blushed. No, and I doubt they'll be okay with me. I don't think so, you see. You gain the one thing that can win a girl's heart. Kurumi said, gaining the blonde's attention. Even though your heart is a boy, your mind is both. Which means you gain our understanding. Naruto nodded and disappeared from his mind. Can we go again? Ino asked. I'm pretty sure she needs more outfits. I finally have a female blonde my age. I have to dress her. Naruko chuckled a bit. Did you find anything from her? Anko asked quietly. Yeah, I found out I'm a badass. Naruko said with a sadistic grin that Anko matched. Should I be scared? Ino asked. I think so. Sakura said as she hugged Ino. I think I should go see Gigi and get Kachan's scroll she left me. Naruko said as she stood up from the water. Ino, Sakura and Hinata blushed up a storm. Naruto-ko, you're hot. Ino said, approach her fellow blonde. You got some sexy curves and such a perfect body, I'm so jealous. Ino said, hugging the girl. Let go of me, Ino. Naruko demanded. Sakura walked up to them and started to group the blonde girl. These are amazing. Sakura said. Naruko grew a tick mark. I said stop. Naruko said as she hit both fangirls on the head. Ouch, what the hell? Ino said. You should listen if you don't want to get hurt. Naruko said in anger. She's right, she has female tendencies like hitting people for molesting her body. Yugao said. Wow, I can't believe I got hit by Naruto of all people. Sakura said. It's Naruko and now you know how it feels. Naruko said, folding her arms under her bust. Hiruzen was giggling like a pervert as he read one of his Icha books. Gigi, I need really, why do you always read that stupid book? Hiruzen quickly hid the book and looked in front of him and saw Anko and Naruko in his office. Naruko-kun, Anko-chan. What can I do for you? Is that book really good? Naruko asked. I read before. It'll give you some ideas. Anko said. Maybe we should test those ideas later tonight. Naruko asked. Or we can wait till you turn back to a boy. Anko added. Hiruzen blinked before he fell back when his nose squirted blood. Anko and Naruto laughed their asses off. What can I do for you? Hiruzen asked, regaining himself. Can I have my parents' scrolls for training? I will need to fight like my mom in this form. Naruko asked. I guess that's fine, but I can't give you your father's scroll. Once you reach Chunin, I'll give it to you. Hiruzen said. I guess that's acceptable. Team 7 was at their training ground waiting for their sensei to arrive. Kakashi said he was going to do some training. Naruko looked at Sasuke and noticed he was staring at her. What are you looking at? Sasuke clicked his teeth at the blonde. How long are you going to look like that? It's been 2 weeks. Like I know, I'm still getting used to it. Naruko said, shrugging her shoulders. Whatever, loser. Sasuke said. Umbus. Naruko responded. Kakashi-sensei, you can come out now. Kakashi appeared from the tree and smiled. You were able to sense me, impressive. Naruko scoffed. Whatever, so what are we training for today? Naruko asked, folding her arms. Well, since you asked. I'll start with you. Naruko growled. Kakashi coughed in his hand. Naruko, because you have a new form. I believe you should work on katas and chakra control. Sakura, you need to work on your katas as well. Sasuke, I'll help you with your Sharingan and some fire jutsu. Any questions? Yeah, why are you teaching the Dumbus more jutsu if Sakura-chan is more capable? Naruko asked. What do you mean? Kakashi asked. Since Sakura has perfect chakra control, she is able to learn gain jutsu or medical ninjutsu, also she could learn to use her chakra to aid her in a physical advantage. But instead, you teaching the Dumbus who has worse control than her, ninjutsu. Just trust me Naruko, I know what I'm doing. Kakashi said with an eye smile. Sasuke, come with me, Sakura and Naruko. You two work on your training. Kakashi said leaving with Sasuke. Naruko shook her head disapprovingly. What's wrong Naruko? Sakura asked. Kakashi-san is favoring the Dumbus. Naruko said. If he was really concerned, he would have checked to see if I needed chakra control, but my control is better than before. I see, anyway. Why did you lie to Kakashi-sensei about me being better than Sasuke-kun? Sakura asked. I didn't lie, Sakura-chan. Your only weakness is your physical strength and stamina. But because of your chakra control, you could perform any jutsu. You just need the chakra capacity. Naruko answered. Sakura blushed. Thank you. Naruko smiled at the pincat and nodded. I was just telling the truth. Now follow me. Sakura tilted her head. Where are we going? We're going to ask Hibihime to train us. Since they're both kunoichi, they should be able to train us better. Naruko said. But what about Kakashi? Don't call him sensei. Naruko said, putting her hands on her hips. He only taught me and you one thing, and that was because he was forced to. He doesn't deserve the title. But. Sakura-chan, we could have died on that mission. We were ill-prepared and only completed by luck. Trust me, I care about you and only want what is best for you. Naruko said. Thanks, but I'm still not sure. Sakura said. You have two options. 1. You come with me willingly. Or 2. I send Hibihime to get you and trust me, you don't want that. Sakura shivered at the thought of Anko after meeting her and proceeded to follow the blonde kunoichi. I see, so Kakashi and the emo went to play together, sweat glistening from their game of puck, fuck. Anko said on the fence of training ground 44, kicking her feet. Uchiha has a thing for power, it must be sexual as well. Naruko started to laugh, while Sakura blushed. Haha, I knew it. Anyway. Anko jumped off the fence. So Pinky needs the most work, I'll start with you. I want you to run up and down the tree while using your chakra to make yourself faster. Once you run, take a break and try again. Sakura nodded and ran towards the tree. Now Foxy-kun. Anko started as she faced the blonde. Did you study the scrolls the old man gave you? Naruko nodded. Yeah, Kachan's Taijutsu is destructive but cool. Hope you don't get hurt. Naruko said with a viscous grin. Anko matched it as both females started to leak bloodlust. Alright, here I come. Naruko said, charging Anko at mid-chunin speed. What happened to ladies first? Anko asked as she jumped away into the trees and shot a fireball at the blonde. I am a lady. Naruko responded before inhaling. Dragon Flame Jutsu. Naruko shot a stream of flame at the fireball, shocking the special jonin. You can do jutsu without signs? Anko asked. Only low-level ones are ones I'm used to seeing. Naruko responded as she landed. Alright, it's time to try something new. Naruko bowled up her fists and they were covered in fire. She charged Anko and tried to punch the snake mistress, but Anko was faster. That's cool, Foxy, but you have to do better than that if you're going to catch me. Anko teased. Naruko pouted and unconsciously channeled wind in her legs and charged forward much faster, surprising Anko. When Naruko threw a kick, Anko barely dodged, and when Naruko's kick made contact with the tree behind Anko, it was blown off the ground and sent flying in the air. Naruko stood there and looked in the sky. Hey oops. Naruko said, stopping her chakra flow and rubbing the back of her hair. Anko sweats a bit. Yeah, how about you practice control of your abilities before we spar? I don't want to end up in the hospital. Yeah, I agree. Naruko said before she started to sniff the air. Yugao-chan. Anke, Nico appeared out of nowhere with a shocked expression. How did you know? My senses are enhanced. Naruko answered. I see, well I was told to bring you to the council. Nico said with disdain. Did Gigi tell you? Naruto asked. No, it was the elders. Nico responded. I see, then you don't have to listen. You're the Hokage's soldier, not the cripples. Naruko said, earning a chuckle from Anko and a silent laugh from Nico. True, but they won't stop until they get what they want. Nico said. I see. Naruko responded. Fine, go get Gigi and I stall. Naruko said before performing a wind shunshin, surprising the two older women. Nico soon followed after. Naruko appeared in front of the council door and let out a breath. Let the headache begin. Naruko soon walked in and saw everyone there but the Hokage. Good evening clan heads and Mabuki-san. Naruko greeted. Hush boy, you don't speak unless spoken to. One of the merchants said. Naruko approached Tsume with a smile. Hi Tsume-san, how are you? Naruko asked, ignoring the merchants. I've been good, pup. Hana told me what happened, hard to believe, but gotta say, you look pretty good. Tsume said. Not as beautiful as you. Naruko said, sitting on the table and crossing her legs. Tsume smirked at this. Boy, do not ignore us. Another merchant said. Good evening Hiashi-san, is everything going well with you? Naruko said, continuing ignoring the merchants. Everything well, it seems what my daughter said was true. She also said you'll help her with her confidence. Hiashi said. Of course, I care about her. Naruko said before getting off the table and walking towards Mibyuki and hugging her. Hey Mibyuki-san. Hi Naruto, or is it Naruko, my mistake. I have to thank you for helping my daughter train. Boy, get back to the middle and stop wasting everyone's time. Hamaru said. Excuse me elder, but you do realize I don't take orders from you. So you can be quiet now. Naruko said, bepising her fingernails. Yes you do, we're the council. So stop wasting our time, the first merchant said. And I'm a shinobi. So I only take orders from the Hokage. So you're wasting your own time calling the meeting without Jiji. Naruko said, kicking her legs back and forth. But don't worry, I sent Nico to get him for you. When the elder heard this, they paled. What's going on here? Hiruzen said, walking in the room. Hi Jiji. Naruko waved with a warm smile. Must protect. Hiruzen thought before sitting down. So why has a meeting been called without my knowledge? We thought it was unnecessary. Kaharu responded. You weren't going to get anything out of me without Jiji here. Naruko said. You three don't control shit, and doing things without permission can be seen as an act of treason. You're right, Naruko. Maybe I should dispose of the three. Hiruzen said, making the elders pale. But I'll forgive you for this matter. Now, why are we here? Some of the female civilians complained about this pervert imitating a woman and going into women's springs and wearing female clothes. For this perversion, we would like to know why he is in this form and how we should punish him. There will be no punishment, but if you must know, I'll give you the short version. On the last mission, Naruko risked her life to protect a new kunoichi of ours and was pierced by Kakashi's lightning blade. When the fox healed her, she turned into this. Hiruzen said. That doesn't really explain anything. Tsume said. Well, Tsume-chan must protect. Tsume thought when she heard the suffix. It turns out the QB is a female and her chakra was filled with female hormones. Naruko explained. This is very interesting. Danzo spoke. If this is because of the QB chakra, this could be a new bloodline with different abilities. Have you developed any type of mutation or bloodline related abilities? Yes I have, but I don't feel like disclosing it to you. Naruko said. That's quite good enough. I say we set a marriage contract with her and the uchiha. Naruko paled when she heard this. With the uchiha enhanced by the QB chakra, their offspring will be unstoppable. But I can't give birth, this is a bloodline transformation. Naruko said. It wouldn't hurt to try. Hamaru added in. Naruko looked at the elders and panicked before turning to the clan heads and Hiruzen. Jai-chan, clan-chans, please don't let them do this to me. Naruko said in a cute way with tears in her eyes. Must protect at all costs. They all thought together. Inoichi and Hiashi went into protective father mode since they had daughters. Tsume and Mibyuki being females wanted to shield her, and Hiruzen went to scary grandpa. The room was filled with killer intent, startling the elders. Naruko will not marry the uchiha. You probably don't know this, but she still likes girls because she's a guy at heart. If you ever suggested that again, I'll kill you myself. Am I clear? The elders nodded. Naruko cheered and hugged Hiruzen. Thanks Jij. Anko-chan was right, make a cute face and people submit. Naruko thought. No problem, Naruko-kun. Now if that's all, this meeting is adjourned. Hiruzen said before dismissing everyone. Damn, the old butt munchers are always trying to get me for some strange reason. Naruko said. Wonder what I should do now. I'll answer for you. Yuga said, appearing next to the blonde. Yuga-chan, don't startle me like that. Naruko pouted. Sorry, we were going to the ramen stand and I thought I invited you. Yuga said. Who is we? Naruko asked. The people you went to the spring with you. Yuga said. Sure, plus I haven't seen Am-chan in a while. Naruko said as the two went towards the ramen stand. When they got there, they saw the group waiting for them. Yo, Foxy-kun. Save you a seat. Anko said, pulling up a chair. Thanks Hibi-chan. Naruko said as she took a seat next to her and Haku. Yuga said on the edge next to Kurenai. So how's your stay, Haku-chan? It's well, Naruko-sama. Yuga-san said she'll teach me the ways of the sword. Haku said before pulling out a scroll. She was wearing a light blue sleeveless kimono and a black skirt with her hair down in a knot. By the way, Toussaint told me to give this to you. It contains his blade. Naruko took it and smiled. This is awesome, but I'll use it when I transform back into Naruto. I still have to learn to dual wield as Naruko. I'll be happy to start today, Naruko-san. Yuga said. Thanks, Am-chan. Are you there? Naruko called. Who called me? The girl came from the back and turned to Naruto. Have we met? Am-chan, it's me. Naruto. Naruko said, shocking the chief. Something happened on my mission and I'm like this. The beautiful ladies here are helping me get used to it. Naruko said, making the girl blush. Well, do you need some place to stay? Living by yourself is not good if you're not used to being a girl. Am said, secretly she wanted Naruko to room with her, so she dressed the blonde up. You can stay with me. It's okay, I'm rooming with Anko-chan. Naruko said. Am turned to Anko, who was giving her a victory pose. Am stuck out her tongue at the snake mistress. Anyway, may I get some tonkatsu ramen with pork and beef? Well, Naruko. How's chakra control coming along? Kurenai asked. It's wild, I have to let it flow since Kurumi made it unstable. Naruko said, channeling chakra and creating yellow lightning. My chakra is yellow because my chakra purifies hers, I guess. Amazing. Hana said. How's your taijutsu? Since the snake style revolves around stealth attacks, I can't use it. Naruko said. What about the dragon fist? It focuses on destructive attack well balanced with speed, defense and strength. I can show you later. Kurumi said. Naruko nodded mentally and proceeded to eat a ramen. So Foxy-kun, what did the sour grouch want with you? Anko asked. They wanted to use me to breed new shinobi since my chakra was mixed with the Kyubis. Naruko said as all the kunoichis were radiating Kai, scaring everyone around the ramen stand. But Jiji told them off. Damn, they better be lucky I wasn't there because if I was, my snakes would have been eating dried bones. Hey, Naruko-kun. Ino said, hugging the girl and rubbing her cheeks with Naruko. Hinata walked behind her, nervously. Hi Naruko-kun. Hinata greeted, sitting down next to Kurenai. Get off Naruko, pig. Sakura yelled. Why, she loves it. Ino said. Naruko blushed and didn't deny it. As Ino rubbed Naruko's cheek, she begins to purr unconsciously, startling the other woman. Did you just purr? Am asked. Naruko panicked and looked at everyone nervously. Don't tell no one. Naruko mumbled. Howie. Naruko was glumped by Anko, Sakura, Ino, Am and Yugao. Stop, I'm trying to eat my ramen. A month later. Anko didn't know why, but she felt warm for some reason and was comfortable. Naruko didn't feel like this last night, her toned chest and abs wait, toned chest. Anko opened her eyes and turned to her cuddle buddy. Naruko. Naruto. You changed back. Anko whispered to herself. She gently took the covers off him and blushed. Naruto was taller and more toned than he was before he transformed into Naruko. His hair was wilder and he had bangs. Hibi-chan. Naruto said, slowly opening his eyes. Anko blushed at the way he moaned her name. Good morning. He said, half asleep and leaned forward and crashed his lips onto Anko's, making her gasp. She was going to resist until she started to enjoy it. Hell with it. Plus, I already claimed him. Anko gave in as the two moaned in each other's mouths. After needing some air, the two slowly pulled away from each other with saliva between their lips. Naruto's eyes snapped open after realizing what he just did. I'm sorry Hibi-hime. I don't know what came over me. When I saw you, I felt something telling me to claim you. Anko gave a mischievous smirk. I don't mind, Foxy-kun. I think it has something to do with your transformation. Most of the male hormones might have made you active. I figured this would happen but that's not important. Look at you, you're a hunk. Naruto looked down at himself and had to admit he felt powerful. Yeah, but now I have to come up with a new fighting style and maybe a new kinjutsu style. Well, why don't you go and take a shower? I'll get us some grub. Anko suggested. Naruto agreed and went towards the bathroom, or so he thought. Anko grabbed his arm and pulled him towards her and kissed him again, earning a growl from the blonde. Anko pulled back and gave him a smirk. Sorry, but that kiss from earlier was too good. I couldn't resist. Naruto chuckled and walked towards the bathroom. Once he was gone, Anko ran out the door as fast as she could. I see you turned back. Kurumi said. Naruto entered his mindscape to converse with his tenant about his situation. Yeah, anything I should know? Naruto asked. Well, your chakra control is even better now than when you were Naruko. It seems your chakra is a lot calmer. Kurumi stated. You can even learn Genjutsu. Cool, maybe I'll talk to Kurenai-chan about it. Any idea why I kissed Hibi-hime like that? She said it was because of my male hormones. She would be correct, but it's not because of that alone. She unconsciously made claims to a lot of girls as Naruko. Look at it like this, Naruko is using it to establish a connection, while it's your decision as Naruto to claim them. And since you kiss Anko, that means she has the strongest bond out of all the women that are close to you. Any bloodlines I should know about? Naruto asked. Actually yes, you have 3 new ones. Remember when I said Naruko revolves around Biju and their destructive nature? Naruto is about creation. Kurumi said. I see, so I have those. Naruto guessed. Anko, what is this about? Kurenai asked. Anko returned with all the girls to surprise them, but she didn't say a word. Just come inside and you'll see. Anko said with excitement. The girls followed Anko in her apartment, confused. "Where's Naruko-sama?" Haku asked, looking around. Anko giggled in excitement. "Behind? Are you back?" Naruto walked in the living room with nothing but a towel at his waist. His toned muscles showing and his wet hair dripping water on his skin. The women stared at the blonde with hunger, lust and desire. "Dear Kami," Kurenai mumbled, licking her lips. "My master," Haku said with her eyes hypnotized. Naruto Hinata mumbled before passing out. "My alpha," Hana said, rubbing her legs together. "You can sharpen a sword with those muscles," Yugao said with a satisfied smile. Naruto is hot," Sakura and inner Sakura said, with blood coming out her nose. "Naruto is sexy," Ino said with hearts in her eyes. Naruto looked at the girls and smiled when his eyes landed on Sakura. "Hey Sakura-chan," Naruto said as he unconsciously walked to the girl and captured her lips with his. "Oh my Kami, he's kissing us," Sakura thought as she was losing feelings in her legs. Anko smirked at this, while the others were blushing up a storm. Naruto pulled away slowly and had a warm look in his eye, then his eyes widened when he realized what he did. "Sorry Sakura-chan, I think my hormones are acting up again." Sakura mumbled in a daze and a huge smile on her face. "That's not fair, I want a kiss," Ino said in anger. Behind. "Why did you bring them here?" Naruto asked. "Well, now that you're a boy, I believe it's time for you to go shopping again," Anko said. All the girls gave a satisfactional smile, even Sakura snapped out of her gaze, and Hinata woke up. I guess you're right. I can't be taken seriously if I wear an orange jumpsuit, not that I can fit one now." Naruto agreed calmly. "Yes, let me pick first," Ino suggested. Naruto chuckled and smiled. "It's only fair, sure, Ino-chan," Naruto said with a warm tone, making Ino blush, and her legs almost gave out. Tenten was at her office looking through a magazine. "Welcome to the Higurashi weapon shop," Tenten said when she heard the bells to her door. She saw 7 kunoichis walking in with somebody that was covered by a blanket. How can I help you?" Anko looked at the girl and gave her a smile. "Hello there, we just need to give this handsome devil an outfit makeover," Anko said, dragging Naruto in a changing room. Ino approached Anko with an outfit that made her scowl. "No blue, it reminds Naruto of a certain uchiha." Ino eyes widen. "Damn, I was just trying to match his eyes." Ino then thought about Naruto and smiled. "I got it." She ran away, determined to find Naruto the perfect outfit. Ino said, running to the clothes stand. Anko chuckled at the blonde's enthusiasm. After almost an hour, the girls finally decided on an outfit, and when Naruto emerged from the changing room, each of them had nosebleeds. Naruto was wearing a black thin vest with orange outlines and black baggy pants with orange lines going down the side. His headband was tied on his right upper arm. "How do I look?" Naruto asked. "Hot," Sakura said. "Sexy," Ino answered. Hinata passed out from bleeding too much. "Handsome," Yugao answered. "Stunning," Kurenai said. Hana was breathing hard, trying to control her hormones. "Can I do you now?" Anko asked, rubbing her thighs. Tenten was quiet, she was blushing hard, but she knew something was missing. "You look nice, but I think you should have a broadsword. I think it'll complete your image and it seems to fit you," Tenten suggested. Naruto thought about it and walked through the weapons shop looking for a broadsword. As he was looking for one, he saw one in a glass, sealed by tags and chains. "I wouldn't, that sword is special. It basically chooses its wielders, for some strange reason, it won't accept no one." Naruto looked at the sword. It looked like a normal single-edged broadsword, but he noticed something about the blade. "Why are there 3 jewels in it?" Tenten smiled at the question. "The jewels represent 3 elements. Wind, water and light. It's called the Buster Blade." Naruto nodded before reaching and grabbing the handle. When he grabbed it, chakra from the blade circled around him and disappeared. Naruto held the blade and took a few swings and looked at it with a smile. "I like it." Tenten's eyes widened. "But how?" Every person who touched the handle had their hand burned or couldn't lift the sword. Naruto looked at the weapon mistress and gave her his foxy smile, making her blush. "Maybe I'm just special," Naruto said before turning to Ino and Sakura. "Alright, now it's time to give you 2 outfits fit for kunoichi." So this part ends here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, so quickly like this video for second part of this series. And comment down below your thoughts about this series. And now it's time for me to go, bye.